Black Friday sale live on YouTube. Let's get our friends at Facebook on here. I'm going to get a copyright violation for whistling. I get them for everything lately. But anyway, let's see. Black. Hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving. And looking forward to the oncoming Christmas season. Nobody yet? Come on. Where's everybody? Hungover? Maybe I'll get some people on Facebook. Let's see. All right. Facebook, YouTube, Friday night, post Thanksgiving. Let's see what we all got. Hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Pretty good here. Ate a lot. Didn't eat as much as I thought I would eat. Kind of behaved myself a little bit. But I wanted to go live for a little bit because we are launching a Black Friday weekend sale on all my merch stuff. Lots of new designs. A couple I don't even have. But if you, especially if you want to order for Christmas, got the Misfit toys available, and everything's available, like long sleeve shirts, regular t-shirts, hoodies. This is one of my favorites because I just think Bumble is the best. Kind of traumatized me as a kid, but him and Yukon Cornelius are like favorites of mine now. I just uploaded a Hermie and Rudolph design a few minutes ago, so that's new. Cobra Kai. Got a lot of just nostalgic stuff, but also just some branded Gen X stuff that I think is pretty cool. Basically, if you've ever wondered where I get my shirts, where does he get those shirts? Oh my God, that shirt is awesome. Whether it is Schoolhouse Rock or Yuck Mouth or any of the stuff. Basically all there. JohnXJohno.dashery.com. But when you guys jump in, say hey. Let me see who's here. A little bit of an energy drink, but keep me going. Dude, this is awesome. So if you guys haven't realized yet, I've started putting this as product placement in some of my videos. Number one, they sent it to me. I'm not getting paid to rep this stuff. Hey, what's going on? Good to see you, Helen. Good to see you, Pam. But dude, this stuff is so good. It tastes a little different than I remember it, but it's basically what they did is they got rid of the sugar, which sounds counterintuitive. But what I realized is that means they got rid of the sugar crash too. So, hey, what's going on, Jamie? They got rid of the sugar crash by getting rid of the sugar, and they tripled up the caffeine. So there's like 200 milligrams of natural caffeine. So I think it's cool. And it's delicious. And it's soda. 200 milligrams of natural caffeine promotes focus. That's for that basically speaks to ADHD of us. I'm happy for you, King. Boosts mood and supports metabolism. Listen, I don't know if it does all that, but for zero sugar, no 10 calories, and 200 milligrams of caffeine, I'm all about it. Where did I get it from? They actually sent me a whole bunch. They sent me a can. They sent me a cozy. They sent me a hat. Don't know what this is. This was inside this, and I don't know why. It looks almost like a can opener from the top, but anyway. So that goes there. Oh, maybe it's for the top. Is that what that's for? No, that's not what that's for. All right. But yeah, it's available on I think Walmart, and I think you can get it on Amazon too. If you guys are on Instagram, they have a store locator at their Instagram page. I guess I should know it. There we go. How cool is that? Keeps it cold for me. What I like about it is that way I can have the can facing me so I can drink it and still show that it's Jolt. Anyway, I don't care. How are you guys? Remember Crystal Pepsi? I would love for Crystal Pepsi to come back. I don't remember liking it, but I want to try it again. And the Echo Cooler, yes. Hello, Marie. How are you? Hey, Thea. Coming in from Indianapolis. Good to see you. Crystal Pepsi and the Echo Cooler. Yeah, that was like the campaign with the whatchamacallit, Ghostbusters, right? Yeah, Clear Pepsi was okay. I didn't love it. Hey, Stephanie, how are you? Good to see you. What's going on, EG? What's going on, Draco? Was I ever a fan of 7 Up Gold? No, because I mean, honestly, for me, what's going on, Tamara? For me, 7 Up was, crystal clear. Clean, what was it? Uh, Crisp and clean with no caffeine. Never had it, never will. I think they kind of like went away from their demographic there. So I didn't like that as much. But I did like Crystal Pepsi a little bit. Hey, Heather Myers, good to see you. Hey, Lori, coming in from Ontario, Canada. I'm sorry about that, Aubrey, but here's the deal. There is a volume button, like seriously, like right on your phone, and there's two. There's one on the top and one on the bottom. The bottom one actually reduces your volume, so you're actually in complete control of how loud or how quiet I am. Just so you know. Should we fire McDermott and Bean? Dude, I'm so done. I'm not done with the Bills. I'm a Bills fan for life. I made it through the 90s. I was a little kid in the 80s when they were horrible. It is what it is. I'll stick with the Bills to the good and the bad and the ugly. But that being said, McDermott had a lot of talent on that team, and if he can't win with that level of talent, then yeah, I think it's time to go. Hey, Lori, coming in from Ontario, Canada. Good to see you. Hey, Carl or Carrie. Ecto Cooler. Yeah, we were just talking about that. Talking about Jolt Cola, which is back now in a energy drink format. Thank you so much, CT. I appreciate that. Also letting you guys know, one of the most common comments I get on my videos is, where did you get your shirts? Oh my God, I love your shirts. Oh my God, that is so funny. That is so cool. That is so neat. You can get them at my shop, and they're on sale all weekend. So just letting you guys know, if it's something you're gonna buy anyway. Hey, Rich, if you wanted them for Christmas, for yourself, or for gifts, shirts, hoodies, t-shirts, long sleeve shirts, stickers, mugs, any and all of the above. I think it's up to TeePublic has it on sale for Black Friday. I had no idea. I generally don't know when their sales are going to run. I just opt in. And so they're on sale right now through the weekend. So if it's something you've been looking at, if you want to look at the designs and you want to get them in time for Christmas and you wanted to save some money, I try to push it out whenever they put a sale, because I figure if you guys are going to buy, I get paid the same regardless. So if you're going to buy, I'd rather you buy them on sale. I missed Jolt Cola so bad. Then I found RC Extreme at a truck stop and never slept again. So this is zero sugar. Which at first, the reason Jolt found me is I made a video making fun of the fact that 2025 is the year where we think that Jolt with zero sugar makes sense. And they kind of mocked me for mocking them. And I thought that was pretty cool. And then they sent me it. And yeah, it's zero sugar, but the caffeine went. So back when we drank Jolt originally, the caffeine level was 75 milligrams. This is 200. So basically, they swapped out the sugar in order to avoid the sugar crash and replace it with 200 milligrams, almost 3 times the caffeine, which is really what I'm there for anyway. So it is what it is. You need to have a tea with Don't Change the 80s movies. All right. Yeah, I mean, the sugar, I need less and less as I get older. And I do experience a sugar crash, right? If I get a lot of sugar, I don't want the crash. I just want metabolic boost. The mood enhancer, and I'm ADHD, so a big shot of caffeine really helps me focus. What's going on, JT? What's going on, Stacy? Corning, New York. God, third grade, took a field trip from Wolcott to Corning Glass Shop. Oh, Sarah, that's cool. They cut, yeah, lots of colors. They do a nice job. T Public is the third shop I've had. And final, I'm really happy with what they do. They do a nice job. They do a nice job promoting my designs. They do a nice job of helping me when I need it. The sales are right. Their customer service has been awesome, so I'm very happy with it. The second one they gave me, I haven't tried yet. This is the regular version. But they've also got a root beer version that I want to try next. So they sent me the root beer too. I just haven't tried it yet. So, like, the big thing with Jolt, I love Jolt for two reasons. Number one, it shows that we did the energy drink thing long before anybody else did, right? Gen X was the original generation to get hopped up on caffeine. But number two, it was like the drink of choice for hackers. So this became like the cult movement for hackers. It was like a symbolic of the hackers. And it just reminds people that, they may think we don't know tech. Oh, you ordered some Jolt Cola today? That's awesome. Go on Instagram and tell them I sent you. Absolutely kind of speaks to the fact that we were very, very tech savvy. Again, one of the first. Yes, Stacy, it was the Strong Museum of Glass, but also I think we went through the actual factory as well. It's a long time ago. I'm having a hard time remember, but Xerox factory, the Kodak factory, and Corning were three stops for most Rochester area kids when I was growing up in Western New York. What's going on, Joseph Tricoli? Good to see you. Ruth, hello. Sarah asks, does anybody remember Code Orange? You can't even find it. No, don't remember that one. Born in year 1978, puts you squarely as a Gen Xer. Lori says, if you ever make it to Ontario, Canada, that would be awesome. Love your posts. So Ontario, Toronto has a con. My first cousins actually live throughout the Toronto area. Some in Scarborough, some throughout that area. So I'd like to come maybe next year. Yeah, it was Jolt and NoDoz and Vivarin that kind of got me through college. Hey, Kevin, what's going on? In honor of Black Friday, a lot of people have been posting on my videos about my shirts lately because I've added some Christmas shirts and a couple other really nostalgic designs, and people constantly have been asking, so I just wanted to come on. I make the same amount, basically whether they're on sale or not. So if I can get people to buy when they can save money, I want to. So I figured I'd let people know that they can order now, get my shirts by Christmas if they order now. Enjoy them for the holidays and get them up to 27% off. So there's that. What's going on, Tawny or Tawn? Robina? I get a lot of Ontario people. What's going on, HDK? HDJK SA52. Eric, how are you? Where did I get the Jolt Cola? Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. They sent me a sample after I mocked them. I did a meme making fun of the fact that 2025 is the era of zero sugar Jolt, which I thought was funny. And then they sent me a couple cases and some stuff, and I tried it, and I'm hooked. I didn't realize zero sugar means they tripled the caffeine. 200 milligrams of natural caffeine, and I think it's awesome. So they win. They haven't paid me a dime. They bought me off with free samples. And I'm repping their stuff because I think it's absolutely awesome. And I love the way it feels. It's, dude, the holding our memories has become such a cool thing for me. 16 ounces. Whether it's our toys, right? We've got all our toys now. I just added a second bookshelf worth of toys. Whether it's our toys, whether it's shirts that rep our memories. There's a second bookshelf. I like owning, holding, touching this stuff. Am I of Greek heritage? I am, Joe. My parents both immigrated here from Greece. Parents and my in-laws, actually. So, yes. Oh, my God, it's you, farmer girl. My parents were Greek. My dad's from Florina. My mom is from Thessaloniki. My in-laws were both from Flamburo, so all northern Greece. Maddie, what's going on, brother? Matthew Gordon is my best friend. He just joined in over on the Facebook side of things. You guys can feel free to click on his name, go over to his profile, and try to make his life as miserable as humanly possible. That would be good for me. Love you, brother. Also, he's only my best friend so long as he behaves and doesn't say anything inappropriate. If he says anything inappropriate, then I claim to know him. My man was Cypriot. My gramps was Greek. My nan, I'm assuming you wanted to say mom. Cypriot, my grand, or Nana. I'm not sure, but okay. Cypriot's very cool. What's going on, Christine? What's going on, Stacy? Your videos bring back so many great memories. I used to drink Jolt Cola all the time. Yeah, the idea is to start making more content. You'll see I'm wearing a lot more of the nostalgic shirts. He knows how to pronounce gyro properly. Very good. You'll see me having like little things in the videos that bring us back. Not letting you click on the merch link. It's if it doesn't, you can always just go to GenXJono, GenXJono .dashery, DASHERY.com. It's also in all of my profiles. So if you tree in my Facebook profile, it will open it up, but it's GenXJono, one word, .dashery, like haberdashery.com. GenXJono.dashery.com. Do I still own a pair of parachute pants? That's coming up next. I definitely want to buy them. Although a friend of mine just sent me a picture from Target. Slouch socks are back. Did I ever go to Radio Shack? I absolutely did. My first home computer was a Tandy 1000, which was a Radio Shack product. What's going on, John? What's going on, Ronaldo? Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. So this is one of my favorites. This is a fairly new design. Sincerely yours, The Breakfast Club. I took the actual poster image of them and kind of turned it into just an outline image, so it looks like a drawn-out image. I'm big on the long sleeve tees this time of year. Hoodies are awesome. But if you just want the images and you don't want to spend a lot of money, stickers are available too. No O'Douls? No, not since I was a kid, Christine. Thanksgiving was really nice. Thank you for asking. Just immediate family. My brother-in-law's up visiting from Rochester, down visiting from Rochester. My sister-in-law and my brother-in-law came over. Kids were there. It was nice. Hey, Dan, what's going on? Dan, the breaking news man. Happy Black Friday. Yeah, if you guys, I'm telling you, the t-shirts, if you want remember, I've got a whole bunch of Schoolhouse Rock ones. The Christmas ones are in their own album. So if you want the Miser Brothers, there's even ones I haven't worn yet. Winter Warlock. Remember the song, Put One Foot in Front of the Other? There's a Rudolph and Hermie version. Probably one of my favorites now. That one I'm waiting to come in. I'm spending more money on my own merch shop, but I like it. I like wearing the shirts. Rosemary says, I love when you mention Zima. I laugh all the seltzers now and can't because of my memories with Zima. Do I remember Radio Shack Free Battery Club? You got me on that one. Corbin says hello. Say hello back to Corbin for me. Breakfast Club was a Jeopardy answer the other day. Love the Gen X questions on there. Me too. What's going on, Gina Finney? How are you? Mr. Yuck stickers too. Yep, we do. If you guys have, you get the Mr. Yuck shirts. But if you're nostalgic just about the Mr. Yuck stickers, that's a great buy, great little stocking stuffer. I'm Just a Bill. That's one's there. Conjunction Junction. I've got one that has all of the characters, and it just says I was homeschooled as a kid, thanks to Schoolhouse Rock. How many of you remember Time for Timer? Whole bunch of stuff. Do I have Stretch Man, water rockets, or yard darts? Stretch Armstrong is tough to find because the gel that was inside him did not survive well. It's very, very hard to find a Stretch Armstrong that didn't leak out. What's going on, Angie? My neighbor from Rock Hill. But yes, lawn darts. Not only do I have lawn darts, I have the original Jarts version of the lawn darts. And did a video of these when I bought them just about a week ago. I love these because we always joke how we had no warning labels as kids. Dude, this thing is covered in warning labels. And the only thing funnier than growing up in an era without warning labels is having parents that had something that was almost quite literally covered in warning labels telling them keep them out of reach of kids. Sorry about that, Marie. Sometimes it's just, especially on Black Friday, I'm sure everything is overloaded today. But growing up in an era where there were no warning labels, the only thing that trumps that is growing up in an era where it was nothing but warning labels. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then having parents ignore it anyway. So much that they had to outlaw, ban these things. So yeah, pretty cool. What else did I buy? I also bought this weekend. See if you guys remember this sound. Somebody got it over on YouTube, and John Stevens got it on Facebook. Yeah, Merlin. Dude, it took me forever to find one of these. Number one, with a perfect box. Number two, this was found brand new in a box. That's why this was perfect. Talk about, usually I can never find these online unless they're for parts. The fact that I found this in working order brand new was awesome. So just a couple of new toys. Got the Evil Knievel stunt cycle, which I thought was very cool. Certainly not. No, it was Merlin. And it does have a Simon-like version game called Echo. It did more. It played a number of games, though. Simon just played the Simon. What's going on, Linda? The cool thing about Merlin is it played like a blackjack version 13. It played Echo, which was like Simon. It played Othello, I think. It played tic-tac-toe. So there's a number of different games. $60 Canadian. The new ones, the old ones can be very pricey if they work. They're just very hard to find them working order. Stretch Armstrong, nearly impossible to find, Barry. I've been on the lookout. One of the toy people that I talked to said that you actually have to rotate it, almost like move it like wine, because if it sits standing up or laying down, it'll leak out the neck after a while. Did I ever play the game Phantasmagoria from the mid-1990s? No, that's new to me. So yeah, I'm on the lookout for Stretch Armstrong. I just not. Hey Stacy, how are you? Not easy to find. Hey Andrew, good to see you. But yeah, the Evil Knievel stunt cycle, which is right there on top, that was a great find. $6 Million Man lunchbox is literally the lunchbox I had in the 5th grade. Let's see. There's the lunchbox and there's the stunt cycle for Facebook as well. Did they have Mall Madness at the Toy Con? No, not that I'm aware of. Phantasmagoria was the first DOS game to be made of the green screen. I didn't know that. Did I mix twice the sugar in that Jolt? So did I miss twice the sugar? So there's no sugar in it. Did I mix it in? No, because I actually like the fact that it's not there. I'm all about the caffeine, not the sugar crash. So the fact that they upped the caffeine from 70 milligrams to 200 really works for me. Makes me that works really good for me. Want to find a Woodsy the Owl? That would be cool. Have I seen Saturday Night Live lately? No, but I guess I could see some on replay. I just stopped watching it. Andrew asked where I found the Jolt Cola. If you go on Instagram, you can go right to Jolt's Instagram page. There is a store locator, but I think you can get it on either Walmart.com or Amazon.com as well. The next flavor I'll try, they sent me their standard, but they also sent me some root beer. I'll let you know how it goes. So yeah, you can find this on Amazon or at Walmart.com. I'm pretty sure. If not, you can always just go to their page across social media. I know they're on Instagram. There you go. According to my friend Linda, you can get a Jolt 12-pack for less than $20. So less than a couple bucks about a 16-ounce can. So yeah, hit Amazon. I think Linda, you told me it was cheaper at Amazon than it is even at Walmart. So that's where I'd get it. I'm going to try the root beer later. And I do like coffee. I drink tons of coffee. Yeah, Christopher, now good for diabetics. But sometimes I want something, I don't know, cold, and I'm not a huge fan of iced coffee all the time. Did I get concentration? No. But definitely looking to find that one as well. Perfection. I can find the new versions. I want the original, right? For some reason in my mind, I think it's almost akin to, I get that a man-made diamond is every bit as good, but it's not the same. So we buy diamonds because we're silly. For me, even more so, I know the new version is probably just as good, but I want the vintage game. I want the one I had. It does have the same content in the root beer. So it's still 200 milligrams of caffeine in both the soda, the cola, and the root beer. Operation would be great. I'm pretty sure the actual old operation used I think they used either C or D batteries. The new operation uses double A. So the idea is to vibrate without shocking, whereas we actually got shocked. Favorite Steve Austin doll, John Stevens. There is no such thing as a Steve Austin doll. That said, I have here the $6 Million Man action figure, and this is my favorite Steve Austin action figure. Comes with the bionic eye. I can look through and see all of you. It comes with the action support arm that can lift the engine block. See? And of course, fantastic sneakers, red jumpsuit, sweatsuit, figure. Stone Cold Steve Austin action figure, little different. This is Colonel Steve Austin, a.k.a. the $6 Million Man. And yeah, I had this as a kid. Was really happy to find it again. Let's pop him back over. All right. We have the Operation Game. We need to bust it out family game night. I love it. Like Superfection better, says my friend James. Hey, Diana, how are you? Vicky, how are you? So Vicky Santiago, you'll see on the Facebook side of the house, they run the UltraCon in Palm Beach, Florida, and I'll be there next year for their UltraCon. Look through my reels about a week or so back, and you'll see that she's one of the people that dared with me to play Jart's Chicken. So if you've never played Gen X era Jart's Chicken, there's a video of me and Vicky and her husband Irving and friends doing just that. How old am I? I will be 56 years old in about a month. February 1st, I'll turn 56. I am absolutely a Toys R Us kid. G.I. Joes. Dude, the G.I. Joes at this con that I was just at, the Toy Con, it was sick how many G.I. Joes there were. Now, because I'm going to be 56, I was born in 1970. Robina, if I would love to. Reed Pop has a Ontario-based Toronto Comic-Con that I might hit next year. If you guys in Toronto, in Ontario, spam them. Go ahead and email them, hit them up on social media, contact them, however, and let them know that you'd like me to come. The hardest part is financing of the trips, right? I do this for a living now, but getting on a plane and flying from Charlotte to Toronto, booking a hotel, all that stuff, generally speaking, that's the toughest part. So sometimes they're willing to sponsor me. Sometimes they're willing to bring me on as a guest or pay for travel, hotel. You guys are awesome in sharing my videos, and every Sunday, I know YouTube, just people go crazy and they're generous with the super chats and donations. But that's my biggest thing that stops me. Most of the time, I go directly to cons. It's on my dime. John, do you have an address for presents to be mailed to you? Just anybody that has something that might be of value to share with the people on my that follow me. A lot of people send me things like I got sent these California raisins because somebody didn't want them anymore and knew that I would have fun putting them in my videos. If you have something like that, just always email me. And I'll provide you with a P.O. box or a safe address to send something like that to. Class of 88 here as well, Randy. Yeah, I was gonna say the '80s GI Joe. I missed it, sort of. So this con was huge for GI Joe toys, but being born in 1970 means by the mid '80s. So I was too young to really appreciate when GI Joe was one guy, like the '60s era action figure GI Joe. I didn't get into that. I was too young. And by the time the show, the cartoon really took off, I was basically driving and less interested at that point in toys. Niagara Falls still has their Comic Con, mix a Buffalo trip with it. Absolutely. Like I said, the biggest part is just having them let me know, let them know. Maybe they'll bring me on board. John, have you ever heard of a game called Public Assistance? I have not, Peggy. Calgary Expo, Edmonton Expo. I'll go anywhere that you guys are. The more of you that are there, the better. But then there's some places like UltraCon in Palm Beach, Florida. They're going out of their way to help me. They would like me there. So they're covering my travel, my hotel, so that I can be there and see you guys. There's a con in Batesville, Arkansas, just south, I think, of Little Rock. If you guys are in Texas, those of you in Dallas, make the trip up. I'm coming from Charlotte, but if you want a small con where we can actually take some time and talk, and I'm taking pictures and signing, they're sponsoring me and bringing me in. It's the White River Con in Batesville, Arkansas. Dude, that one, if you want time to actually be able to be at a table, they're giving me at a table and they're letting me sit on panels and talk about what it is I do. And there's going to be other Gen X era people there. Carl from the Breakfast Club, the janitor from the Breakfast Club, John Capellos, is going to be there hanging out with me. There's Irving. How are you, buddy? So that one and UltraCon, I'm really pushing because they're going out of their way to make me feel comfortable and be able to go. So, that's the ticket. The other thing is just supporting through, like I said, the merch. And for me, the merch is the same whether you buy it on sale or don't. So I usually push it when it's on sale. TeePublic already has fairly decent pricing, I think you'll find, for the quality that they're giving. So they don't go on sale a lot. But the fact that we're doing a 3-day sale right now for Black Friday, I think is pretty cool. So genxjono.dashery.com. Head over there and grab a bunch of stuff. How about a video of closing credits? Dude, Dale, I've done it. If you Googled Sit Ubu, Sit Gen X Jono, it'll probably come up. I have a bunch of those bumpers and closings I did as a video. I guess I got to share it again. But yeah, same great minds think alike. I thought of that as well, and I thought it made a great video. Yeah, John Hughes is about as good as it gets for me as well. I agree. John says, we love your stuff in Idaho. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, man. I had a wonderful Thanksgiving, Bernadine. Thank you. I hope you did as well. Regional game Blizzard. It was made in Buffalo, New York after a winter blizzard in the 70s. Yeah, Blizzard of 77, Thea. Was it you or somebody sent me? It might have been you. Actual screenshots of that game. That's amazing. But I remember the Blizzard of 77. I think it's hilarious that they made a game out of it. T-Bone says, I'm a millennial, 1994. Dude, us millennials, so especially the younger edge of boomers, Gen X, of course, and then the older millennials, kind of like a knit group right now. Those of us that remember the transition from no tech to all tech, I think are a very tight little group. Those of us that it's not an abnormal lesson or exercise in futility to maintain eye contact with each other. We are all like different. Teddy Ruxpin shirts. That's one I could do. I got to be a little careful. Some copyrights are a little bit more protective than others, so we'll see. Absolutely remember Tom Hanks in the movie Splash, Andrew. Vision Quest today, Kevin. That's a good one. It's been a while. 56 in August down in Saratoga Springs. Love it. I'm as old as Zelda and older than Google. Well, listen, still Thanksgiving weekend here. I'll probably continue to go live throughout the week on different platforms. Just to try to support the Christmas holiday shopping season a little bit. Plus, I've got some downtime, so not traveling as much. So I figured just a good way to get on here, both platforms. Um, I loved the John Candy documentary, dude. That was awesome. Thought it was great. No one here is as old as Zorba, probably not. Hey, Dan, how are you? Good to see you, Dan Rouser. Dude is constantly helping me out, sending me content to react to and enjoy. Thank you, Dan. Doreen, hey, how are you? Good to see you. But that's it for tonight, guys. I'm going to go spend some time. Hey, Retro Sonia, good to see you. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. But if you guys are watching this on replay again, just letting you know that from now through Sunday, Black Friday weekend, genxjono.dashery.com. Save yourself 30 up to 27%, 30% off on a lot of the merchandise. Shirts that are vintage. Well, not vintage, they're brand new, but retro. Let's go with retro. Retro shirts that are branded for Generation X. Limited edition shirts that give our ages and our years. Stuff like the Cobra Kai shirts that are throwbacks to the stuff we liked. This one's 1984. Here's my buddy Bumble and Yukon Cornelius. T-shirts, mugs, long sleeve tees, hoodies, hats, all kinds of good stuff. So, you had your Kung Fu grip by then, by the way. Just got over a foot of snow in Wolcott. Dude, Vinny, I saw it. I saw it on the Wolcott page. I'm still a member of the Wolcott, New York page, and can't believe how much snow you guys got up there. Glad not to be there. No offense. This summer, I'll come visit home, though. Yeah, the hoodies are awesome, Sonia. Honestly, I'm very happy with the quality over there. So give it a shot. Check it out. Even if you just go and look at the designs, I think they're pretty cool, and I've had a hand in making each and every one of the 60-plus designs. Steve Bondi says 20,000 League under the shirt. T-shirt would be cool. Work on it. I can do something like that. Soup day, because that's what you make with the turkey carcass. Have a great night, guys. Sending you all love. If I don't see you tomorrow, I'll see you Sunday on the Sunday night Wonderful World of Generation X, where we go live every Sunday night in order to talk about all things Generation X. Sunday night, every Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. If I don't see you tomorrow, I might go live. I'll see you then. Check out my newest videos. Share, like, comment. You know the drill. Love you guys. Peace.